If you're considering moving to the Augusta, Georgia area, perhaps you're retiring or you're PCSing or your job is bringing you here with the medical industry, or perhaps you're just wanting to move because of the weather, or perhaps you just really don't have a reason, but you just want to move to the Augusta, Georgia area because you like the videos and you like what Augusta, Georgia has to offer, but you really don't know where to start. You don't know what to do, but you definitely know you want to purchase real estate here in Augusta, Georgia, then you definitely need to see this video, because in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 necessary steps you need to take when purchasing property and investing in real estate here in Augusta, Georgia, right after this. I'm Teresa Rollerson, your global realtor. My associates and I help people throughout the entire United States and in more than 15 additional countries with their real estate needs. So if this is your first time to the channel, on this channel, you're going to learn what it's like to live, work, play, and invest in the Augusta, Georgia area. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Press the bell to be notified every time we upload video. We're constantly getting phone calls, text messages, and emails from people all over wanting to move to the Augusta, Georgia area. So if you're also interested in relocating to the Augusta, Georgia area, then feel free to send us a text, give us a call, or send us an email, and we'll be happy to assist you as well. We've got your back when moving to the Augusta, Georgia area. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about the 5 steps you need to take when moving to the Augusta, Georgia area. There's so many people wanting to move to the area, but they absolutely have no idea where to start. They're a little fearful because of the unfamiliarity. They are not familiar with the area. They don't know what to expect with the area. They're wanting to retire, but they don't have family here. There are also people PCSing here from the military. This is a military town, so they have to move here. We also have people that are in the medical industry moving here because of their jobs. And there are people like myself who just really wanted to move just for the weather. So if you're one of those people, or if you're researching moving to the Augusta, Georgia area, I absolutely am going to give you the steps that you need to take when relocating to the area. Step number 1, if you know you are in the process of considering purchasing real estate, the very first thing you need to do is make sure you have your finances in order. So this very moment, as of today, because you're already researching moving to the Augusta, Georgia area, if you're wanting to purchase a home here, definitely work on getting those finances together. You may say, well, my finances are fine. There's nothing wrong with my finances. Even if you have excellent credit and you may have a little debt, you still can work on your credit. Because when you're purchasing a home, the higher your credit score, the better your interest rate. So start working on your debt to income ratio, which is basically you want to reduce as much debt as you can. You want to make sure you don't have any late payments. You want to make sure you have the necessary funds in the bank, because when you purchase a home, you'll need to have reserve funds because you will have expenses associated with that home. First of all, to purchase, you're going to have your closing costs, and you're going to have various expenses like your appraiser fee. You're going to have your home inspection fee. You're going to have your closing costs. You're going to have your earnest money. Your earnest money is the amount that you put down on the house, and that basically comes out at the end. It goes towards your purchase. So you want to make sure you start saving as much as you can beforehand, and even after you purchase the house, you're going to have expenses. That's just a regular part of home ownership. So definitely start putting money away to save as you plan to become a homeowner, as you plan to purchase your home here in the Augusta, Georgia area, which basically will result in you getting the best interest rate possible. Step number 2 is to come up with a strategic timeline real estate plan. So a strategic timeline real estate plan basically gives you guidance, it gives you direction, it serves as your roadmap for your real estate needs. It really basically serves as your roadmap, and it also serves as our roadmap. So the customized strategic timeline real estate plan is critical. That's step number 2, as it serves as direction. Helps to give you things that you probably haven't even thought about in regards to purchasing a home. For without that, your plan can kind of be all over the place. You can waste a lot of time without your customized strategic real estate plan. I'll send you our calendar. You can schedule Zoom directly with me, and then I'll help you create a strategic timeline plan just for you based upon your real estate needs and based upon what's going on in your life. And so it coincides with your timeline of moving here, and so it coincides with your lifestyle. And then after our strategic plan, the next step, which is step number 3, is to go ahead and get pre-approved for a mortgage. So with the pre-approval, a pre-approval basically is when you go to the loan officer, you go to your bank or you go to your credit union and you apply for a mortgage. You let them know, hey, I want to go ahead and purchase a home, and you give them your financial situation. Sometimes they'll pre-qualify you, sometimes they will pre-approve you. I recommend that you are pre-approved. I do not take anyone out to look for homes, and we do not start looking for homes unless you are pre-approved for a mortgage, because we'll need a pre-approval letter to submit that with an offer. So with the pre-approval, so for when you get pre-approved, you're basically finding out from your loan officer how much of a home you can afford. And then that basically gives us direction on how much of a house to look for you. And just because you're pre-approved for a $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 home, that does not mean that you need to spend that entire amount that you're pre-approved for. That's basically giving you your limit. So that's letting you know how much of a home you can get. So that does not mean just because you're pre-approved for a $300,000 home to go out and spend $300,000. But it does mean if you want to, you definitely have the financial power to do so. And the mortgage company or the bank will back your loan on that based upon your financial portfolio. So getting pre-approved is absolutely necessary. So there are various types of loans that you can get pre-approved for. So here in the Augusta, Georgia area, we have people getting pre-approved for FHA loans, conventional loans, VA loans, USDA loans. So there are all types of loans. And I've had a lot of people ask me if we do VA loans. Yes, we absolutely do. Remember, Augusta, Georgia is a military town. So Fort Gordon is right down the street. We do VA loans all day long. It's really common here. Our sellers embrace it. So that's not a problem at all. I know some areas that are not as familiar with VA loans, the sellers do not like it, but that's not the case here in Augusta, Georgia. So if you're wanting to use a VA loan, absolutely, you are welcome to purchase a home here in the Augusta, Georgia area. We welcome VA loans. So you won't have a problem with that here in our area at all. That's something that we do embrace. That's something that we do see on a regular basis. Be sure to stay until the end, because I'm going to share a bonus tip. And this bonus tip can be a make or break deal when purchasing real estate in the Augusta, Georgia area. So you definitely want to see the entire video so you'll know this bonus tip, particularly if you're planning on purchasing real estate here in Augusta, Georgia. Step number 4 is to come up with your purchasing plan. And what is a purchasing plan? I'm glad you asked. A purchasing plan is basically a plan that lets us know the type of home you want to purchase. It basically helps you look at the different types of homes, the different categories, because we have ranch style homes, we have bi-level homes, we have tri-level homes, we have quads, we have new construction, we have pre-existing homes. So we're going to take a look at all the type of homes that we have here, and we're going to look at the type of homes you're accustomed to or the type of home you desire to live in. We'll give you the pros and cons of each of those homes, and then you'll determine the type of home you want to purchase when you move here to the Augusta, Georgia area. So for instance, if you're purchasing a pre-existing home, the way our market is right now, it's not going to be uncommon for you to be in a bidding war because we have a lot of buyers here. We have low inventory. That's something that is, that's a fact here in Augusta, Georgia. If you're purchasing new construction, you won't have the bidding war at all. That's not even part of the equation. The bidding war is really for pre-existing homes, because that's where you're going to have a lot of buyers bidding on the same property. So when it comes to new construction, you have a new construction home, the price is set by the builder, and that's the price that you pay. And the only way you pay an additional price is if you want to get upgrades. So say for instance, our basic standard plans here for new construction have granite. But you may want to say, I don't want this type of granite. I want a higher grade granite, or I want a granite with a special design in it, or I want a marble type of tile as opposed to the standard granite that we have in our new construction home. So that's when you would pay more for new construction. Otherwise, what you see is what you get, and what you see for the price for a new construction home is what you're going to pay. Now, also another factor to consider with the new construction homes is a lot of our builders are giving incentives. So you may see a price, say for instance, for $350,000, the builder may be giving a $7,000, $5,000, $3,000 buyer's incentive to go towards your closing costs. So you end up getting the house at a discount. Whereas when you purchase a pre-existing home, if that home is listed for $350,000, you more than likely are going to pay over that amount, because you may be in a bidding war when you're purchasing a home that's pre-existing. Not all the time, but most of the time in this market, you will be in a bidding war when you're purchasing a pre-existing home. So coming up with a purchasing plan. So those are a few factors to think about as you create your purchase plan. And if you absolutely don't know where to start with that, if you're like, Dorisa, this is totally confused, now I feel a little more confused since before I started watching the video, then that's not the intent. I want to bring clarity to you. So if you're feeling like you just really need a little more direction, or even if you have more clarity and you want us to take you to the next step, give us a call. The number is right here. You can send us an email, send us a text. You can text us right here at this number. And then also down below in the comments is a link for the calendar, for our calendar, and you'll have an opportunity to speak with me personally. You'll get on my calendar, and then I'll talk to you. And if you're here in the Augusta, Georgia area, I'll continue to work with you, me and my team. If you're somewhere else in the United States or in the other countries that we service, then I'll connect you with our team members that are there. I have team members that are here spread throughout the entire world, so we can assist you no matter, it doesn't matter where you are. We're all over. So that purchasing plan is critical when coming up with when looking at your entire real estate plan. So I told you I was going to share with you a bonus tip. So bonus tip number 5, which could literally be a make or break deal when it comes to your purchasing real estate in Augusta, Georgia. I highly recommend, it's not absolutely necessary, but it could be a make or break deal. I highly recommend that you get pre-approved with a bank here in the Augusta, Georgia area. Reason being is because the loan officer that has pre-approved you, or that bank, is the one that basically chooses the appraiser for the home that you are going to purchase. And that bank has relationships with the appraisers. So for instance, if you're pre-approved with a bank that is not here in the Augusta, Georgia area, more than likely they don't have relationships established with appraisers here in the area. So they're basically going to get any appraiser. They'll probably go on the internet, try to find an appraiser here in the area. They may have an appraiser, say for instance in Atlanta, because they're thinking that is here in the area, when actually Atlanta is 2.5 hours away. And the people in Atlanta don't really know the market here in Augusta, Georgia. It's a totally different market. So if you have an appraiser that does not know the house here, and if they do not appraise the house properly, that can really prevent you from getting the loan. So if the house that you've applied for a loan for does not appraise for the amount of your loan, then if you don't have an appraisal gap in there, you will not be able to purchase the home. And also here in the Augusta, Georgia area, there are so many dynamics that people that are not here locally just don't even think about. For instance, our homes here in Augusta, Georgia are built on hills and valleys. So you may see a picture for a home and you may say, oh, that home looks beautiful. But depending upon how the photographer took that home, that picture may not be a true representation of that home. Like that home really could be down in a valley, which means that you would have to drive your car steep. Your car would have to go down in a valley every day, in and out of that driveway. So there are so many things that are involved when you're purchasing a home in the Augusta, Georgia area. It's absolutely necessary to be partnered with a team who knows the market here, who understands the homes, who understands the construction, who understands the counties, who understands the subdivisions, and who also takes the time to understand you and your needs for your family. And that's what we do. I mean, like, we partner with people all the time, all throughout the world. And the people give us a call and we help them and we help navigate them. And my ultimate goal for me and my team is for us to help you find the home of your dreams, whether it's your forever home or whether it's a home that you're only going to be staying in for a year, or you're only planning to stay here for 2 years, because we have people that do come here on contracts with the medical district and also with Plant Vogel and different industries here, and they'll come and they'll just want to purchase a home knowing that they're only going to be here for a year or two. So whether you're going to purchase a home on a short-term period or purchasing a home to stay in here for a long-term period, we're here for you every step of the way. You don't have to worry. We've got your back and we've got you covered. We'll partner with you throughout the entire process. Again, I'm Delrisa Rollerson, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.